it's better for us to have conversations this way than for people to react the way they've always reacted. And it is when people don't listen to these commonsensical conversations that now result in people doing what we've experienced before, which we are not praying for. But you've got to really, really evolve. And I'm not going to Nigerians, because it's not about Nigeria, it's about a particular group. You've got to evolve. There's a way to move. Nigeria is a collection of ancestral spaces. In Yorùbá land, there's a saying that we have. When people start moving mad, they'll tell you that what they are saying is that my ancestry is rooted in this space. I came here head first. I didn't walk into this place. There's a huge attachment. And by the way, if you are Igbo, you understand what land is. It's a god to you. Why do you think other people will not respect their space like you do yours? And all this ridiculous liberalism that you come and preach to people, why? Two questions I just want to ask people from the southeast, because all this, we are all Nigeria. Are you telling me Fulani are not all Nigeria? Why do you hate having Fulani in your space? Number two, why did you burn the building in Imo State, the National Open University of Nigeria's building, that building, that a federal infrastructure? Why did you burn it down in Imo State? Over the rumor that there was a possibility that IDPs will be moved in from the north into Imo State. You burnt down the federal government facility. Why would you do that? Since we are all one Nigeria. And the things you do, I don't pray that people should retaliate that way. But do you ever sit down to even think about the things you say? When you say we go everywhere, we bought stuff, are you saying that when, by the way, in this country, in the entire history of Nigeria, there's only one part of Nigeria where people were ejected for not being one of two things, either being indigenous to that space or being Igbo? I'll remind you, it was in the 60s. This was 66. Ojukwu was pushing people out of the east if you were not from the east. But if you were Igbo from the Midwest, he allowed you to remain in the eastern region. Because maybe you don't know what has happened in the past. In the past, the things no other person has thought of doing, you guys have done it. But we have conversations like, this is how you behave. Nobody is saying don't leave. See, I want you to do well. But guess what? I don't love you more than I love myself. I don't want you to move mad. I don't want to change the cultural dynamics of my space. I don't want you to come around and tell me, what I'm doing doesn't work, especially when you have nothing to show me as an example where you're coming from. Like, it makes no sense. In Yorùbá land, we have a saying, you want to give me something, you want to give me clothes, but you're wearing a rag, and I'm supposed to take you seriously, but you say, oh, I have clothes, I have this fantastic designer label, if I just give you these designers, just change your life. I want to give you Chanel and Prada, I have Louis Vuitton, I have all these things, but you're wearing rags. Go and change your clothes first, then we have conversation. Forget about giving me gifts. Wear normal clothes and let's talk as normal people. Oh boy, moving on. We've been discussing this book for a while now. Is why we struck.